No makeup. Let's talk about it today. Hello guys, I'm well and welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to see you today. So today I want to talk about the no makeup and how to look generally better. It's about looking good for yourself, because right now I feel like I'm looking slightly sick, if I can say that it's slightly. And I generally would say that my condition is not best. How can I improve my look in general to look slightly better than I do now? If I would start turning to different angles of the light, you will see all the problems that I'm currently facing. Which means I need a lot of color corrector, and that I need a bit of concealer and a bit of this, a bit of that. So what stuff will I use? I will start with my trusty color corrector. Actually, it is a full coverage concealer. It is very, very dense. It is thick, it's waterproof, anti-age. I will start with the color correcting. So I'm gonna dot a few things here, and I have my clean brush. So the color corrector, as I spoke in one of my videos, just makes the skin look a bit better, but it's already a lot better in my opinion, because it removes this harsh shadows, let's say, and then I can dive in with my NARS concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla. It's also a very creamy concealer, which I'm usually using for everyday makeup, and it's been like this for quite a while. So what I do is I'm placing it onto the edge because I need to blend things together, and I'm also going to go over the little pimples that I have that are kind of sticking out, you know. They are not very textured, but they still bring a lot of inconsistency. Things happen, and I want to feel confident about myself, considering that most of my life I wasn't able to feel comfortable with myself, like majority of my teenage years, but nobody cares. So all of these things I'm covering with my skin toned concealer, and I'm trying to be not very packing, let's say, just to have the tone in there. Makeup is still gonna be visible. Whatever you do it's still there, and people know about it. So not that we can completely remove the vision of a makeup from the skin, but when it helps to look slightly more healthy, I think it's worth the try. So I'm not concealing everything on my face. I'm not trying to cover up completely the little things and pimples and redness. So not the goal here. My idea of looking like you have no makeup means you're just looking a bit more healthy, slightly healthier version of yourself. At some point you just learn how to deal with that and not pay attention, and it doesn't matter anymore. So people don't matter that much anymore. Oh, concealer is here. This is looking much better already. Now the next step for me will be to do the lining of my eyes. I'm using just a brown pencil. So I'm blonde. This is my natural hair color. This is my natural brows, so I'm gonna try to match up with that stuff instead of making it very harsh and very visible. So brown pencil, it's gonna be the eye tight lining, just slightly. For the brows, I'm gonna use a very simple brow gel. As far as I have plenty of eyebrow hair, I don't need any pencil or anything really, so I just need to make them look a bit nicer. So I'm gonna use Ziva brow gel in clear and bring them slightly up. So it's gonna be something like that. Now, when talking about face, fresh face usually means that you have some kind of blush going on, or you're just a bit more like you're a kid who's been running in the sun and you get a bit slightly blushed and all of that stuff. And also I think if you're skipping contour and using only the blush, it kind of makes you feel and look a bit more youthful. Blush is something that I started to use on its own. So when I'm using blush, I'm not usually using contour. I feel like contour is making you a bit more strict, a bit more snatched. But when you're using blush, you are just fresh and nice. My skin is gonna peel soon. This is definitely going to happen. But it's fine. It's just those skin things. I'm also adding a bit of blush to my nose, and I'm trying to like bring it across with whatever left on my finger. Just a bit more healthy. Already better. in my opinion. Now, for the eyelids, usually I would go with Painterly, which is matte color in my shade. Let's say it just matches my skin very, very nicely. But sometimes I want something a bit more interesting. And today, for that purpose, I'm going to be using Bare Study. Look at this wonderful glow. It's just very pretty. And I enjoy this eyeshadow on its own. In real life, I'm a person who just swipes a couple of colors, does the eyeliner and goes with that. And for the purpose of Instagram and shorts, I create more complicated looks. So that will be my glowy color, just all over the lid. If you want to add an eyeliner by the lash line, you can do that, definitely. It's all about how you see yourself. So my eyelashes are really pale. They are just blonde, obviously. So I'm gonna use this brush brown only on my lash line. Not gonna extend it. I'm not gonna do anything more than going over my lash line. What it does is it shows that I actually have lashes. So this liner is like baby line, not what I usually draw, but pretty good. And I'm trying to get to the root to get it slightly more colored. And now the last part, I want to curl up my lashes slightly, because usually they do not hold any curve or anything. It's just how they are, slightly straight. But anyway, I want to curl them up slightly. Actually, to hold the curl, you will need a waterproof mascara. But today is not about waterproof, plus I don't have brown waterproof mascara. And I'm not going anywhere, so get out of my finger. This is tinted primer from Benefit. It's brown. It's not black brown like some of them are. And it's primer, so it's thin, which means it will cover my lashes but will not give them like extra oomph or clumpiness. This is not waterproof, so if you're gonna cry, you're gonna cry it. But I like the effect of it because it covers the lashes in brown color, which is not too dark. It fits nicely to any blonde person, I would say, because sometimes you may have an allergic reaction to coloring your lashes. Also, lashes being completely dark is usually not the desired effect. I mean, it is desired effect for most cases, but if you don't want to be harsh, if you don't want to be blackened lashes, I think this is much better. And I did not find anything else just like that. So if you know alternatives to this guy, I would appreciate you telling me that. My favorite mascara is actually also black brown. I believe from Maybelline. No, it's Max Factor. Max Factor 2000 calories. And I love it dearly. And I think any high-end mascara I tried is not really worth. But this tinted primer is something special. This is something I did not find alternative to. Mascara is done. Now a lip color. For the lips you can use some tint. This is, for example, Benny tint, but I truly dislike this thing, so it's not going anywhere today. Instead, I'm going to use the Korean Bibia Last Velvet lip tint. Also a lip tint, but a bit darker one. And I'm gonna only use it slightly, like in my Korean makeup. It is very velvety, in fact. And what I do to it is I try to distribute it around the lip, so it's not any really harsh line, just a bit of color. You can also use your blush as your lip color, or you can use your lip tint instead of your blush, or you can use the tint everywhere, including on the eyes. It will give like a monochromatic pink look. Today I'm fully fine with that, taking away my hair clips, and this will be basically my look. It's a bit more refreshing, and I think it's not too much. I'm still very pale, but I'm a bit more concealed and a bit more confident in how I look in general. So from here you also can do the angelic makeup, however it's called actually. The Doyun, I think it's a Chinese analog of the Korean makeup. If you're interested to see that one, please let me know in the comments down below. There is nowhere else the comments are, only down below. But anyway, it feels kind of right to say it. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is the video for today. I hope you still enjoyed it, and maybe I showed you something interesting. And thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye!